Hey guys, and welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be giving my first impressions and thoughts about Pokemon Sword and Shield, the Crown Tundra DLC, and so far I've been playing through like a few hours of it, and I'm actually enjoying it. I actually feel like it's a lot better than the Isle of Armor. Like, I thought that at first, that it would be a lot better. It's not as good as I was expecting, but it's still pretty fun to play, and overall, it's a good experience. I actually like the wild area in this version slightly better than the one in the Isle of Armor. Even though it's not as open, there's still more paths to take and more areas to explore. And it's kind of interesting since it like has a lot of fog and it kind of gives a sense of mystery, which is interesting. But it's easy to get lost in this one since you can't really see as much in this one since there's a lot of winding paths and stuff like that. But overall, I really like it. And the story is also interesting too. It's not the most elaborate thing, but it's still pretty interesting. I still like that. I like that there's like different missions that you have to do, and I feel like a lot of it's fetch quests, which I don't really like that much, but I guess it makes sense in the context of the story. And I like the new characters. I like how the comic relief is Peony, and like then he just like gets into like a lot of trouble and stuff like that along your different quests and stuff like that. I think it's pretty funny. And there's also the new like the new area, like there's a new town there, which is interesting. And like it's interesting how you like first meet Calyrex, or I think that's how you pronounce it, but you find them right near the town when you like kind of unlock this statue, and then you have to do like a mission to try to get their horse and everything. And overall, I think that's pretty interesting. I actually kind of like the new legendaries that they've added with the Crown Tundra. And speaking of legendaries, they also have the new cave that you can do, which is, you can go through it, and I kind of feel like it's pretty interesting. At first I was kind of disappointed that you couldn't take your regular Pokemon in and everything, but I feel like it gives a sense of strategy. It's like a different type of gameplay you can use. It's actually a lot different from the actual game, since you pick a random Pokemon that's given to you right before you enter, and then you have to go in these different paths and fight these different Pokemon and then catch some of them, and then you could switch out the one that you have, and then anyone else in your party you could also switch it to, and then you go up to the final one and you fight against a legendary that you can catch. And honestly, I think that's really cool. It kind of mixes up the gameplay, and I feel like that's the most interesting part about this, in my opinion. I feel like it has a lot of potential. I feel like it could have been fleshed out a little more. As I was saying, it had a lot of potential. But overall, I feel like it's really good and it works. I feel like they should definitely implement this in games in the future, because this is really interesting. And I really like that you could try to get all the legendaries, and it's gonna take a while because you get one each time, and it is annoying when you mess up because you have to do the whole thing all over again. But overall, it's interesting, and I really like it. I like the concept of it and everything like that. And I believe you could also do that online, but I haven't done that yet. So anyways, I haven't played too much of it, but overall, my first impressions were pretty good. I liked it better than the Isle of Armor, and it's about the same as the base game in my opinion. And so far, I would recommend it if you like the main game, and if you like, well, maybe even if you didn't really like the main game, there's some things that they fixed about the main game, kind of like how they did in the Isle of Armor. There's like a more interesting wild area. It's not as big, but it's still a little more interesting in my opinion. But overall, I think it's pretty good, and it's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it's still pretty interesting. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And did you get the Crown Tundra DLC? And are you interested in Pokemon Sword and Shield? Because I know a lot of people didn't really like it that much. And thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.